So Carolina does exactly what they needed to do with the game against Vancouver. That was played a couple nights ago. I've had a busy schedule. That's why this video is coming out the day of their next game, which they had a long rest. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think with Carolina and their games against Vancouver, or in their game against Vancouver, they should have won this game. I mean, it wasn't about whether they outplayed them or not, or if they played well. They're playing a team that's this bad, being this cold. You got to win the hockey game. And Carolina does. I know it was a one-goal game. However, Carolina did. I felt like Carolina was the better team through all 60 minutes of that. One of them was a power play, and the other goal Vancouver scored was a weak bounce. So, I mean, not much you can really do about those two goals. I mean, shit happens. Teams are going to score on the power play when they're up a man, and fluke bounces are going to happen. However, Carolina overcomes that bad bounce, maintains the lead. Jordan Stahl did a great job blocking shots. I'm just sorry, I'm just checking the time on my phone real quick. But yeah, Jordan Stahl did amazing blocking shots. The power play gets a goal. However, even though the power play scored, it wasn't what I want to see the power play doing well out, because the Carolina Hurricanes, they have a good power play when they win the faceoff and when they maintain possession in the power play. However, once a team clears the puck, sorry, I had something on my computer screen. Once the team clears the puck, they cannot have that clean break in, and even when they do clean break in the puck, they can't force a turnover to get possession. That's what I want to see the Carolina Hurricanes power play do good at, because going forward in the season and in the playoffs, if the Canes cannot figure that out, that's what's going to cost them. But Carolina does get a power play goal, and then that continued because their other power plays, they didn't get a goal right off of their face-off in their first possession, and they couldn't really get control of it again, and both power plays. So if you're Carolina, you got to be able to at least force offensive zone draws once the team ices the puck for the first time. They come back in. You need to at least be able to get a shot, force the goalie to make a save, and maintain what you're doing well in the power play. And really, that's all you're good at on the power play is potentially winning the draw, and then you're dangerous for the first 15 seconds of the power play or however long you have that first possession. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think that power play means much. Svechnikov gets a goal. The second goal, which was my personal favorite, was an amazing play by Jarvis. I found myself saying that a lot this game. He comes in, rushes the puck, leaves it there. Aho does a great job forechecking, beating Pettersson to the puck and poking that puck in the net. I mean, that was a hard-working play by both players. That's what you want to see, is you want to see teams work hard, because every team has the talent on their team somewhere in the lineup to get pretty goals, unless they're Arizona, because they've built their entire team off fourth liners. But even Clayton Keller can occasionally. But they come in against a weak team and they get the 3-1 win. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, it's exactly what needed to happen. They had a good road trip, all things considered. I get during my Calgary review, it was probably harder. I was probably harder on the team than I should have because they were tired. However, you don't want to lose two games in a row, but they do go 3-1-1 on the hardest road trip in the league, which is the West Coast road trip. They still, I think, have one more West Coast road trip where they go to Arizona, LA, and Anaheim. But other than LA, and I mean, I'll do a standings check at the end of the season, but I'll kind of see where LA is now. But other than LA, those teams aren't really good teams. And this one, you were playing Calgary and Edmonton, which are good teams, right? Or projected to be good teams. I would still say projected at this point in the hockey season. But let me just scroll down here. Yeah, LA. And LA is not even doing that well right now. They're below 500. Next time Carolina goes out west, we'll see if they still are. But yeah, I mean, the only issue is it's another win over Vancouver. So Carolina still has yet to be a really good projected team, because the teams they've played, Seattle's 3-4-2. So I mean, wow, not many teams in the West are above 500. But yeah, um, so Seattle, Columbus is the worst team in the East right now. And then San Jose is the second. No, well, they've gotten a little bit better since going 0-6-0 or something like that. So they've got a few wins, but they're still one of the worst teams in the league right now. Vancouver, I would say, is the worst team in the league. Although I don't follow Anaheim as much as I do Vancouver, but Vancouver's not good. And then Calgary and Edmonton. So they play the Islanders, which is, I would say, the second best team they've played. So, well, even the Islanders. So, yeah, I mean, Islanders haven't played as many games as other people. I'm just looking at the strength of schedule right now. And right now, you could argue Carolina's still a really good team. They're winning the games they should, except for that one game against Calgary with their power play. And, McDavid's Oilers. I feel like Carolina should be better than McDavid's Oilers, but I mean, strength of schedule, you could argue at this point in the season is why Carolina's winning so many hockey games and why they did well on that road trip. But time will tell. There's no point being reactionary on either way. We're 8 games in, we're 110 through the season. There are trends that you should start to notice and pick apart, but I'm not like panicking about it, or I'm just kind of making an observation about it. But yeah, Hurricane of the game, I got to give to Jarvis. I think Jarvis was the hardest worker, at least. I will compliment Natchez, other than one time he actually did go in the corner and take a hit or throw a hit, but Jarvis does that in spades. It's what I like about Jarvis. He took 4 hits tonight trying to make plays with the puck. His effort caused I don't want to say game winner, but yeah, his effort potentially caused the game winner, or at least the tying goal that Vancouver couldn't get more than. I think Jesper Fast had the game winner tonight. That third line doing well. I mean, Fast and Saul always do well defensively, so when they get a point, it's a good night for them. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys at a midnight upload probably because I do work during the entire Canes game. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. And until then, if you guys like the content I'm producing on the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Share the video if you guys like the way I'm playing the video. Click the bell to be notified when I upload. See you guys tonight for Carolina back home against the Islanders.